noise in the background. I did that to make sure that the camera audio works, and apparently it does. Walking in front of the camera now, and stopping the video that I was playing. Let me open the stream on my really. Let me do this stream. Okay. Open the stream on my iPad. And that is Callie walking up to me. Let's see. Come on, search. Me. My channel. Live. Okay. I see a ball. Yes, hi. Girl. Good. Is it? Is it just me, or is it stream back? Not too loud. I'm gonna have to change this. Why? How's the screen ready from my iPad? It's kind of questionable. Okay. Let's see. Which Wi-Fi network am I connected to? Let's try. Try this one. Alright, hopefully that's less lagged. So I keep getting like connect. Oh, gosh, what the heck is so bugged? Why is it so bugged? Is the stream good? Yes, yes, stream is good. I cannot tell with my iPad is like sneak. Wow. Right. So hopefully things are working okay. It's starting to be better. Uh-oh. This may not be a viable thing after all. All right, so as you can see, yep, there's our new head base, and I'm going to start duct taping it to. No, do not. To get some good. What's the word? Duct taping it to get the patterns. There we go. So also, hey, Sharpie, right here. And now, duct tape time. So I'll move this guy right about here so he can be seen. Oh! All right. Yay. All right. And then we will start by kind of, there's a midline on here that's fairly clear that I'm just going to follow with strips of tape. All the way down. There we go. He holds in, that's okay. Keep following the midline down. In some cases, the curvature is going to prevent things from lining up perfectly. It's a little bit more of a challenge to do than I expected, and the cat's going to go walk on the iPad, so... Hi, kitty. You are like right behind me. How's not father? How's not father getting being cat? Has been doing just fine. I've been doing great. I'm gonna turn this guy so I can actually kind of see what I'm doing. Maybe there are a lot of interesting features on this head. So this area here, and you notice like there's like a little patches here with brows, and there's a little area here. It's all got magnets in it. So this area here is for the tongue, so I can like have a little tongue licking type thing going on there. The ones on the brows are for eyelids, and then of course there's magnets on the top for, if you'll believe it, things. Yes, things. The antlers. Yep. Hey, don't do that. Naughty. Naughty little critter. My cat is being a creature. And I'm going to do half of this because this head is symmetrical. You just put that little no tape right there. Try to get as smooth as possible. Hopefully, I don't get this in a way where you can't see it. Let's look over here like so. And, okay. Not picking up that. It'll be interesting when I do the talk job because I've got to be careful about, I need to make sure that there's enough space that the jaw can actually open without being restricted by the fur. That's good. Deer, colon 3. Yes, musk deer. So Shika is a musk deer. And he's been a concept that I've had kind of rolling around in the back of my head for a while now. And I like the idea of a musk deer because it's not something you see every day. And quite honestly, being American, we don't have anything like that. And I remember the first time I saw one, I was like, oh, wait. A deer with fangs. Why does this deer have fangs? That's so weird. And it's such an unusual, strange creature. I've never seen a deer with fangs, and did some searching and looking up, and come to find out that they're a European deer that is called a musk deer. And it's not really fangs, they're tusks. So it's a deer with tusks. Behave. Foil behave. All right. Okay. So it's a deer with tusks, and I kind of thought, oh, that's kind of cool. So I decided that I would make a persona out of this creature because why not? It's kind of a cool kind of creature to be. I don't like the way that's doing there. Okay. So yeah, I decided to ask and on his on his back, he actually has the kanji. So that touching that is what me trying to learn the I'm doing for a lot of time through Duolingo. And if you are seriously trying to learn a language, Duolingo is probably not the way to go. Trust me. I feel like I've spent more than a year on it, and I feel like I have less than a toddler's level of understanding of the Japanese language. So yeah. Oh no, that's off screen. Dear, very cool. Oh, yeah. Oh no, I pulled him off screen. There we go. So, yeah, this camera setup is not as janky as I could get it. I'm running my iPhone through an app on the computer so that I can actually get it to play through. Oh, yes, and I think it works. Okay, well, that looks good in there. Let's see. This is where things get a little bit fun. So I'm trying to make sure that I don't pull them out of frame, but at the same time, trying to be able to properly this. Yeah, that's going to be interesting to deal with. I will start. this part right here. Just stick it there. I'm going to stick it there. Here we go. So this may, I think I'm going to have to mark that. Let's see. Way. Don't necessarily want this to go way out. But I'm not that. Not. Go back in. So that really show. So yeah, I'll have to have a little bit of a. Hey, don't bite my ear. Yeah. So there's a little bit of extra gather there to allow it to swing. It's still lagging a bit. Oh, of course it would be. Sorry. Might have to figure out a different solution for streaming on camera. It may be the connection for the phone. I might change the phone's network connection, I'm not sure. I think around is a bit weaker. This is going to come out like so. Let's get this out. I'm hoping that that's together factor maybe too. Intrusive. Like the next part of this is going to be getting this thing on the. Head, mannequin head to get the neck patterned out, neck and shoulder area. Okay, I think that'll do. Yep. Dang, they removed the thing when the stream started. What? They said when the stream started. Oh, really? Huh. Well, it's on my iPad, but yeah. Taking this around. Whoops. And then still going down the midline here on the back. It still tells me when the stream started on the iPad, but yeah, it or new. Come across here. It's probably not as visible from that angle. So you can see what I'm doing on the back of the head here. Just kind of trying to fill in this area here. There's not a whole lot of support behind there, so I have them do runs of tape across that gap, very gently pushing it together. Yeah. Oh, man. I don't know. YouTube is interesting sometimes. I was reading something from somebody today that apparently at some point they had reduced the number of people that can view. Okay, so there's the fur for the back of the head. Now, of course, we'll get. Just want to double check. Yeah, we're good there. Of course, this will probably have a bit of a curve to it. Yeah, you know what? Let me switch that out here. I'm going to. There we go. Get a bit of a cut there just so I can get that curve already in it. All right. That's good there. And one. And there, just keep that nice ish. Okay, and there that needs to be filled in. So overall, and now I'll stick my hand in here. And start. Right there, and brick. And just another little block of tape right there. Play that. Yes. Wait, what you said? I don't know. Can't properly tell when to hydrate. Oh, do I need to hydrate? I need to refill my hydration actually, so I will be right back. Hydration, 100%. Is the streams back up? Hopefully it's okay now. Okay. Let's see. Under the chin. I'm just gonna cut that corner right there. That's wonderful. Stay down. Grr. Okay. So now we got that. All right, here's some fun little bits of tape. They're gonna have to go down on the nose here. That's decent. Take this little triangle here and put it right there. That there, like so. And then do some more straight down the middle of this. Right, so trim this. Oh yeah, merp. Merp. Merp, 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 merp. Oh gosh, I got more off and on welcome to the live chat things. Oh my gosh. Merps. Okay, let's see. Let me do this for you like so. That doesn't really. I need a bit of. I wonder where the kitty went. I think she's done with me until I get. Okay. She just hopped down. Speak of the devil, and she shall appear. It's not a hole, is it? Making sure all the tape is proper tape. Hopefully the center line is as straight as it can be. What's going to be really fun is all the figuring and thinking about where the cuts are going to be. I'm going to have to look at my rough sheet in a moment to start to bring out colors and patterns and whatever. Let's start filling around the ear here. Oh yeah, Merp. I read that before. It was Merp time. The Merps. It's kind of interesting. I've never filmed while doing something like this. How it adds a very unique challenge to job. I think later when I start sewing over on this, it's going to be interesting to see how symmetrical the ears actually are. And the inner part of the ear is going to be interesting pattern because it is so deep. So just try to get in there and you don't have any like really big gaps in the pattern or gaping holes in the pattern or anything like that. A good way to get a nice 3D representation. If you've ever like done 3D modeling, this is kind of the manual, like real world version of what one would call UV mapping. Like this is UV mapping in real life here. We're controlling the pressure. One thing the cat is like rubbing her. Are you really gonna bite the tripod stand cat? Really? You're gonna do that? Okay. Suit yourself, I guess. Put this down so the ear can be better observed. The idea of having to keep things visible while I work on it to the camera is a foreign concept to me. I do kind of wish there wasn't as much lag as there is between what I'm doing. Yeah, I think my network is kind of maybe not up to snuff for this kind of thing. I don't know. Change that. Next time I do this to see if I can speed things up a bit and not have it so much lag. Or I might just stream straight off of the phone. I wanted to try to run this through OBS. I don't know why. I wanted to try to run it through my PC. Okay, you turn around a little bit here so I can start doing this part. Just kind of doing all this. Is it still like super laggy at the moment, or is it a little better? Seeing it on my tablet, it doesn't look too bad. It slows down a little bit here and there, but I don't know. My iPad also could be lying to me because I'm assuming that this is going through, that it's going through the YouTube network because I'm watching it through YouTube on my tablet, so I assume that what I'm seeing is what you're seeing. And what I'm seeing is okay for now. My shirt came up. Yikes. It's, yeah. Hope it's not terrible. It sounds like it might not be great. Okay, let's see. Got me sitting down like that. Right there. Yeah, that's decent. Okay. Good view. Decent view at least. Yeah, I might just next time I stream this, like stream this straight off of the phone. So I have a feeling if I streamed it straight off of the phone, it's going to be less crazy than what I've got going on right now as far as lag is concerned. Okay. What's the, okay, yeah, okay. Yeah. All right. Oh no, you can see part of my face. I'm looking back at the camera, make sure I've still got things on the, looking back at the stream, making sure I've still got things on camera. It's working, it's like, oh God, you can see part of my face. Gross. Gross. Yuck. Disgusting. Yeah. Bird. Lard. Okay. Oh, shaped patch. I gotta. In case. Tapeify it. There we go. Good. Now we're gonna do the back of the ear, which is gonna be a bit less stressful than doing the front of the ear. Hi, kitty. He is in zooming mode. Kitty is acting up because strange things are happening in the living room. And the cat is wondering what on earth the woman is up to. It's fine. Relief, I guess. Alright. Okay. That. There. Let's see this spot. That needs coverage. Right there. Yeah, okay. Okay. This is all the tape that needs to happen. Sorry, I don't put this. Let's see. There we go. Okay, and that gives almost full stretch. It looks pretty natural, so. Nom, 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 nom. Ah! Ah! That? Okie doke. All right. This is a little loose. Okay. So, head is mostly done. I think I'll nick this right here. Nip it right there like so, just to get it to lay flat. Like that. I think that's good right there. I'm going to move on to something else real quick. Actually, a couple of something else's. So I will put head down like so. So if like three sets of antlers, I'm going to use 3 sets. One of them is not loading cool. Oh, it's laggy bad now. No. Oh yeah, that reminds me of something. Oh yeah? What that remind you of? So yeah, the two antlers I'm actually going to use for this guy is the nubbies. Right here, nice and nubby. And the smalls right here. These are just big enough that they're not crazy, and they look quite nice. So yeah. Oh yeah, that reminds me of something. Yeah, what that reminds you of? So I'm going to start with the bigger antler here, and we are going to tape it. Like so. And use it. Oh, that's nice. The magnets are going to interfere with my scissors. I need like non-ferromagnetic scissors. Ah! And the way this will work, by the way, is and take this pattern and mirror it. Basically just flip the pattern pieces over and mirror an image of this. And or at least that's my thought process. We'll see if that actually pans out. Hopefully this is all in frame. Yeah. My hands are a bit in the way. I started having big old meat hooks for hands, but you get what you get with the guinea. All right, let's see. So far, so good. This message is held for review. Oh, yes. Oh, is Purple streaming? Oh, yesterday. Yeah. I think I was the one that said that too. And oh yeah, by the way, that was held for review, but I let it go because it's a funny word. And I'm pretty sure that was like not in frame at all. I wonder if that's just an iOS channel owner thing or something. So I've never seen that like pop up on like Purple Stream. I've never seen it pop up on like my stream when I'm like at my computer. I remember there was that one message that was like, you kept trying to get through, and there was nothing about it. There was nothing unusual about it, but it just would not let you write it out. Something that happened to you, you say what it was. I was like, that was weird. Okay, hoping I might grab this a little more just to, because I did make that cut. This is going to be fun to figure out the pattern for. I'll probably do the pattern marking on the antler first. Because the head, I get on the mannequin head before I can finish him up, because I've got to extend everything down over the neck and shoulders to get the neck and shoulder part of the pattern. And I suspect that that is going to be a bit of a challenge. stretch, so I'll do that. All right. I need to get a sliver of tape. Or this saddle kind of area where it's at. Yep, it was you. Message held for review. Yeah. That's what it did. I've never seen that before. It didn't like the word vor. It did not like the V word. Don't say the V word. What's the V word? I'm not allowed to say it. Ooh, I can do painting streams now. If I can get my camera to like behave like a camera that can like go over the network or Bluetooth or something. Bluetooth, I might have to be closer to my computer though. I can always do the iPhone thing. Just run it straight from iPhone, I think. I might try that the next time I do live stream this kind of thing. Live stream. Like actually live streaming my live stream. What? Okay, that was confusing. But something like that, yeah. I think I know how this pattern is gonna work out. I think I have it figured out how I'm gonna do this. You'll see. You will see how this is gonna work out. You will see how I will implement making this pattern. I'll try to give some insight into my thinking as I start drawing out these pattern lines. Because there is a thought process that goes behind how the pattern lines are laid out that may or may not be apparent. But is something I've learned, and it kind of makes sense for when you know kind of how things work in the physical realm. And I think that is a successfully duct taped antler. Yeah, okay. This is an antler that is completely duct taped and ready. Now we'll do little nubbins here, which looks like a crab claw. Am I right? Does this look like a crab claw to you? Yippee! So remember to hydrate. No, hydration. I forgot. I forgot my number one hydrate. I do hydrate as soon as I do the tape here on the little crab claw. Crab. All right. Crab claw and hydrate. See, evidence, hydration. Whee! Hydrationalize the crab claw. Okay, so we will hold that down there. Do this and fold this over. And we'll run. It's rolling away. So just to keep things nice and whatever. That's slightly wrinkly there. Smooth it out as best I can. Wrinkly crab claw. It's not a crab claw. It's a nuddly antler. Okay, so do this. Come down this way. Come down that way. Come down here like so. And do your back. So this like so. And it's a shiny crab claw. Do this right there. And then those are kind of small spots around. Get it all the way up to the edge. See a little hole there that needs covering, so I'm going to cover that hole. Get in there. And that is that. Let's get that wrapped all the way around. And place there. And I think I'll do just one little thin strip of tape again on kind of that saddle-shaped area that's in between the two sides. Make sure that that gets nice and good form. And we'll do thin strips of tape around this. Like so. Another little piece of tea. Start inside there. Down, around, three, whatever. There we go. And then we do something to take care of that hole in the pattern. And we got a little bit there to do. So we'll go like so. It should cover. Yep. And this top just come down like so. Do that, and then I'll make sure that is secure by taking another little strip of tape and running it around like that. Smooth everything out, make sure everything is nice and pressed down. I don't like that wrinkle there, so I'm going to tape over it. It's kind of in my way. There we go. All right, that's good. Okay, so let me find the Sharpie that I'm inevitably seeing. There it is. Oh, gonna be some pretty bit again. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Silly robotic face. Gonna be scientist. Next is how do we want to divide this? So I think for this one, there's that. Get it. Trying to figure out. I think what I will do is I will make a cut here. And the thinking behind where the cuts will be made in the pattern is if you've got an inward curve, like a concave curve, that's generally where you're going to cut the pattern. Convex curves can be dealt with by something called cutting darts. And I don't know if cutting the let's see. I think what I will do on this one is I'm going to open and basically cut it right here. Cutting darts is basically just like you basically just cut a single line through the pattern, and when you flatten it out, it'll open up into a dart shape. And I'm doing it this way because I'm going to go to sew this together. It'll be relatively easy to sew together if I have that split on this side. So it's going to be split all the way up to the very, very tippy top tip. This one, it doesn't really matter where I split it. I think that will do for this one, maybe. So I've got this will be part one and part two. So if I can do this in just two pieces, that would be fantastic. Over here is, now I'll start doing these little stripes here. So I do one stripe, two stripes on this. And then I'll do one, just some random gashes through this so that I can align things when I go to put it back together. It should be good enough. I got one, two, this is part one, that's part two. And we split it down the middle there, we split it there. We split number two here. And we split two from one there. I got the stripes here, the dashes through here, which I think are also called darts, but there we go. All right, let me get some saran wrap, because what I'll do is I'll back these with saran wrap as they come off to keep them from sticking to themselves and everything else around them. So now I shall cut. I'll lay this down here so I can just like flop it on this ring up. Get that out of my way. And I will scissors up underneath there. And if you're lucky, you might see me stab myself with scissors. Won't that be exciting? Okay, let's see if I can find the other. Okay, that should be. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Just rip it down like that. Scissors. Yeah, nicely. Yeah, it's like unboxing. It's like an unboxing video, yeah. Okay, so there we go, number 2. And you can see here, it's got a little curvature there, but I don't think that's enough to dart it. So I'm going to push this down into line right here. Now 2, let's see, I'm gonna do here. Most of it is self-intersection. So then you just pull on the saran wrap, it pulls out cleanly. You know what? I am tempted to. Yeah, I think I will. I'll cut a dart right here. It's not laying down. Yeah. You can see that dart there. Kind of like it's like a long pack band. Okay, so that's that. You know what? As fun as cutting that with the scissors was, I think I'll grab. Oh, what? I don't know. Be that man. Use the top knife. And from down here. And I think before I take this part, I'm going to label this area as 2 and label as 2, just to keep it. Whoops. I'm getting confused once I peel off the tape. Okay, this is opening up nicely. Yeah, that exact was perfect. Let's get all the way to the tip. This like a banana. Kind of a gap. Almost. Just lay out first before doing this. This is to here. This is to here. You can do these two ones here. And I think I am going to, yeah. This is pretty curved here. Right down the middle here. This is pretty simple. That's kind of splits out. And the shape is like a little sharp point, like a dart. So that's the big, small antler. So we got that antler done. We got those patterns. Put those aside. Next one is our little crab claw antler. And I got this buddy. What? Oh, you're back. I did not see that. Oh, gosh, I'm so welcome. All right. So now we will do this antler, and similar to the other one, this is going to separate here. This will be the end of it. This will be the other end of it. Yeah. And I think some are outside here. It actually and then I'll put an arrow here to here. Arrow 2, arrow 1. Set that down for a second while I close up my pen. And then I think I'll do this one exacto as well. And cut through here. Down, and then I'm going to go ahead and extend that cut all the way through. Now, hopefully, this will just peel right off without incident. I say right off. I haven't fight it all that much. Whee. Of course, it's not gonna cooperate all that great, all that well. Ow. Did not actually cut myself. Just surprised myself. And why are you coming apart there? Okay. There we go. Okay, so we get number 2 here, down on the plastic, and pull the plastic off, at the edges, and I've got number 2 done. And now, let's make sure that I've cut all the way through here, and that I cut here. Did I do the dashes? I need to do dashes across this. Okay, so that's 1. That's 2. That's 1. That's another one. Oh yeah, unroll nicely. Let's see. Cut. Come on. Sorry, I'm probably pulling it out of frame here. I'm trying to fight this one. Okay. There we go. Yeah, this strip of tape right here. Come on, what you got? There we go. You don't stick to yourself. You want that. All right. Unroll nicely now. Yes, yes. Good. All right. And this, yeah, once I get it put down on the plastic, I'll cut it out with this one for sure, because this is, yeah, you can see how convex that part is. So we will mush it down into the tape, into the plastic. And I back this with plastic, so like I said, it doesn't stick and everything else. Makes life easier. And what I will do later on is I will transfer these actually paper over using the duct tape itself as a template, because the duct tape itself can be a bit unwieldy. Alrighty, so I can see now that we've got number 2 here. This is the bottom and number 2 there. And then to get to the tip of the antler, we will do that. And that's another good example of what a dart looks like. You can see there's still going to be a little bit of curvature, but I'm not too concerned about that. That can be flattened out reasonably well, and it won't affect the final fit of the pattern. So, and that's the nubby antler patterned out. So we are good there. I am not going to pattern out the head quite yet, because I have some more work to do to get that one ready, because I've got to get it up on the head and get the neck part of it figured out. But it looks like with the head, I've got really good stretch on the jaw and everything, so I'm pretty happy with that. Pretty happy with how he looks. Happy with the patterns that I got for the antler. Yeah, so that is it. I don't know if Eggshells is still watching or not, but if he is, I think that might actually be the end of the stream for now. I don't know if I'll do another one like this again later. I might. If I do, it'll probably be working on getting the head onto the mannequin and finishing up the pattern for that. We'll see. I'm going to get those patterns transferred to paper, because I prefer working with the paper over duct tape when it comes to like cutting those patterns out onto on fabric, because otherwise it is a huge mess to try to deal with that. I'm trying to deal with the duct tape and the fabric and everything, and usually I'll just clean up pattern lines, make them a little bit smoother. I'm doing the paper. Actually, if you give me a moment, let's go ahead and set that up. Give me a minute here. I'm gonna go do some arranging of things. All right. It's probably going to make the connection even worse, but we'll try and see what we can do here. Pencils and stuff are underneath. So, make sure that's smooth enough. Okay, so one of these is going to be the nubby. This is the long anchor here. This is going to be, this is, okay, this is the one for the nubby. Yeah, okay, so that's nubby here. This is big here. Now I will trace around this. I'm getting just a rough trace. To make the paper pattern. Like I said, just working with paper patterns with fabric is just kind of a preference for me. You don't have to do this. I do this because I like working this way. It gives me a chance to kind of refine what's going on. Yep. All right. So now let me grab all of these. And now I will kind of restate this outline and smooth it out a little bit. The idea with this is just get it a little bit smoother. because the pencil lines get kind of sketched. And I'll use a Sharpie so I can see this through the back side. So I need to be able to see these markings, little dashes here, through the back side of the pattern, because ultimately this pattern goes face down. And I will put a couple of marks on here to denote that is a dart that folds into itself. And now I will put an indicator here that that's for 2. This is for 2. And again, I'll put an arrow here with no number to denote that these areas are self. It looks like, yes, I missed some dots. So, pencil, bat. Grab these with this Sharpie. And just basically extending those tick marks inward. Okay. This one's a little bit, okay, I can see, this is one that's hard to see. So I see a tick mark here. Here, tick mark here. Here, tick mark here. This is where things get a little bit confusing. So let's see, tick mark here, tick mark here. This is one. Also one. These are self-intersection. So I'm trying to figure out looks like it's part of the nubby. Ada. I think this comes from the nubby. Yes. Sometimes you end up confusing yourself. Okay, so let me look at I wrap this around. 2 fits in here like so. Okay, that is one. That is also one. Okay, so these two. Did not. Oh, I see. Okay. Very faint. Okay. I'll use a Sharpie to kind of bleed through. Not sure if I'm able to see chat. If you've been writing chats, I don't think I can see it. Let me reload the stream. Yeah, phone dead. so that is definitely the end of the stream. I will see you guys next time. I uh, I might try to do things slightly differently next time. But yeah, so enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you next time. I'm not going to do an outro because I want to get back to doing that thing. And yeah, enjoy.